Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Ketrin Amalia. I am a student of English department at Andalas University with registry number 2010733025, and I want to present about my essay. The title is Finding Feminism in the Character of Isabel Archer in the novel The Portrait of a Lady by Henry James. And I have the purpose of my presentation. My purpose is to present an essay I might entitle uh, Finding Feminism in the Character of Isabel Archer in the novel The Portrait of a Lady by Henry James, which explains how Henry James and his work The Portrait of a Lady and elements of feminism inside it. My purpose also to fulfill an assignment in my course is Introduction to American Culture. And the structure, the first one is introduction, included author, the work, and introduction of feminism. And the second one is the body, explanation of introduction, analyze, and critics. And the last one is conclusion. Tells about the author's Henry James, which one of his novels focusing on the main character, where the main character is based on the experience of his cousin. The name is Minnie Temple. His cousin was a prototype of the charmingly ingenious American girl, American woman whose portrait James paints in Notes of a Son. And I want to tell about the feminist literary theory focus. The feminist literary theory focuses on the role of women in literature, knowledge that Western society is patriarchal, it is a male-centered society of which men are dominant and women are secondary to men in all cultural domains like society, psychologically, politically, and economically and age. The novel, The Portrait of a Lady, tells how the main character, how the Isabel Archer is a woman who has a strong desire to live according to what she wants and becomes a woman who is free to determine her own destiny and fight for her freedom. And the novel reflects James' continued interest in the differences between the new worlds and old worlds. So now we will discuss and focus on the main character in this novel, Isabel Archer. Is one of The Portrait of a Lady is one of Henry James' most popular novels and tells the story of a young woman, a young American woman named Isabel Archer. She is the representation of women who want to be free, as evidenced by the fact that she rejected her marriage twice, even though it was her two rich men who proposed to her. Isabel Archer is a passionate and extraordinary soul. She was attacked by a cunning person because she inherited a large amount of money from her uncle. Before the uncle passed, she ventures to England in pursuit of cultural broadening and attracts the attention of numerous suitors. And the discussion, this novel can be said to be literary realism because it's not exaggerated for a story. Isabel Archer is independent and wants to be free is also highlighted here. And although at the end of the story, we cannot say that the story is happy ending because the man of her choice, the man of Isabel's choice doesn't love her back, but only wants to take her world. And Isabel Archer's character can also be influenced by the mixing two cultures, American and England. American and England, the storyline uh, really runs naturally, I think, and like uh, it's not contrived, especially when Isabel contemplated her fate that night and she thought about why she got here. Like most things that about what happened to women who regret themselves to after they feel they don't fit with her partner after marriage, and we can think that what can a woman know about a man before she marry with him. And sometimes love is also blended, uh, especially a woman who feels that her choice is right even though she doesn't know anything and can be said to be innocent. But from the story of Isabel's life journey, the most interesting things to learn is I have include three things. The first one is how she manifests her personal. From the start of the story, she rejected two good men and and apa uh, and married with the man who she wanted, even though her choice uh, was wrong. Next, when when she wanted to meet her cousin, and when she returning to Rome, and the woman show her independence because it was her own choice. She always follow her heart feeling. And yeah, the number two is confident and independent because she has choices, and even though several times her decisions often have negative impacts on her life, but at least she is herself. She is free. She is freedom. And number three is her persistence as a woman. Even though she is a woman, she is persistent. How she risked her life from New York, England to Rome and back to England. She fought for her life. The conclusion, I conclude that Henry James' works is simply amazing. You can be sure that many people will like his works, especially this novel. The feminism of an Isabel Archer is highlighted in this novel. It's very interesting because it's summarized in the character Isabel Archer, who is quite amazing despite her bad stories, her bad ending, or her bad life. However, how does she fight her life and her independence? Not all women can be Isabel Archer. And behind the feminism in Isabel character, James forbid us to be more mature in making decisions so that later we will not regret our with our choice, because our choice and our life is our responsible. And the portrait of a lady was also successful in making British Parliament member advocated of the Married Women's Property Act, which gave women's right to their inherited property and led the way for them being declared equal under the law. An extraordinary achievement. Okay, I think that's all. It's enough from me, and thank you for your listen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.